for 96 minutes that looked like a hard-fought but fairly routine 1-0 victory, and then we had what happened with Nathan Ashmore at the end.
Yeah, he's trying to wrestle the ball off Whitehall. There's an incident between that. I've got to be honest, I think the ref was eager to get one of our men off the pitch. I questioned his decision making in the first half. You see Whitehall kick Tom Champion off the ball. I said boot. The liner said that's a bit harsh. And I went, okay, kicked him off the ball. What, do you not do anything? So I don't think they like me questioning them, and I felt the second half performance from the officials was very low, and it's just important that we don't lose our discipline. And I felt we did with Ashmore towards the end. He's got to learn from that because he's a massive part of what we've been doing, and he's been a massive part in terms of getting us to where we've got to in the league. The beautiful thing is you take him off and you bring Grant Smith on. So yes, you're losing Ashmore, but you are gaining Grant Smith. So there's always a positive when there's a negative.
Certainly unusual in my experience to see Wood have 4 bookings in that second half.
Yeah, we've been very good since the turn of the year with our discipline. I spoke at length about it because I felt that was a catalyst for us getting 7 points from the first 9 games. We had 4 to 5 red cards in that period, and no disrespect, you're an uphill battle trying to work with just 10 men on the field. So we spoke at length about being more disciplined, being more organised, and being well drilled, and not getting involved with the referee. And I felt today it's a bitty game. Maidenhead are fighting for their lives. Dev's got a task on his hand to stay in the National League. It's going to be bitty. It's going to be nasty at times. I thought there was 2-3 tackles that were good tackles, but yet he gives a foul for Tom Champion and then lures one on Kane Smith. I think it's a good challenge, but he doesn't give a foul. You can't go through the man on Champ with Whitehall and then go through the man with Joe Alou and Kane Smith, yet deem one a foul and deem the other one not a foul. So look, we've won 1-0 away from home. We've got a clean sheet, which has been the massive positive. It's probably backed up our results in terms of Hartlepool and Barnet. Could you be a little bit more critical with the result against Hartlepool, where we should have probably won? But listen, we're sitting currently joint third. We put ourselves in a good position. We've got Torquay coming to town next Saturday. We need to make sure we're ready come Monday to go to work.
And a decent team goal, turning defence into attack with Femi Olasamni again.
We worked on it, no disrespect. We found a chink. I found a chink in the back 4 in terms of Maidenhead. Very aggressive on the right hand channel. Massey likes to stay a little bit deeper. There's a gap between their units, and we worked on it with regards to our movements and patterns, and it come off. It's a fine line. It could have not come off. It doesn't make me a genius. It just makes me working and finding little chinks in the armour. And the fact that Femi bought into it, Reedy bought into it, Tyrone Marsh bought into it, and then Cabs went and got the finish on the 6-yard box is positive on their part. And yeah, it was a good team goal. I felt we could have been 2 or 3 to the good. And again in the first half, I felt that if you go and have a little bit of eagerness and willingness to go and put your head in where it hurts, I think you go 2 and 3 to the good.
And Matt Reed again today. He looked like he'd be tough to mark, put it that way.
Well, when you got 3 or 4 of them occupying him, that means you got an advantage by 3. So we work on it again. I don't think we went back to front a lot, which is something that's very pleasing because we've got the big man and how productive he is on the angle ball. We still play through the thirds. I thought first half again, I thought we were very good. Second half, we've got over that little 45-minute to 60-minute blip because against Barnet, it weren't good enough. I know we went in front, but against Aldershot, they took 2 goals off us, and then Hartlepool, they scored within the 2nd minute. So that was a big task of ours to make sure that we're big and strong, and I felt, yeah, we put in a display today that was ruthless, relentless, and rolled our sleeves up and had a go.
And you sprung at least a surprise to me, because I know when we last spoke about Kieran Murtagh, we thought he'd be out for a bit longer than what's been 2 or 3 weeks. You must be really pleased to see him back.
It was deemed he would not play football for Boreham Wood for the remainder of the season, and that was through the instructions of the surgeons and the experts and specialists that done the operation. We got wind that he could probably go back to non-contact for a week and then contact within the week, 2nd week and 3rd week. He's massive to us, massive. The relationship Mark Ricketts and Kieran Murtagh has is evident because you see them, one presses, the other one covers, the other one gets round. They talk and it's in sync. Why? Because they played 6 years of football together on the bounce, so it helps. He's a massive catalyst to us, and I felt that his introduction today aided that and helped us get a win.
Was it a no-brainer to bring him straight back in then?
I think so. I have to say, other boys will be unhappy and not overjoyed by me and that decision, but I look at it and say, Kieran Murtagh for me is probably one of your 1, 2 or 3 in any National League team on their team sheet. He's a presence, he's if he played against me, I'd be saying Kieran Murtagh this, Kieran Murtagh that. So I know that he has an effect on oppositions, and yeah, he uses class at times, and he slows the game down, enables us to get in touch with our strikers. So yeah, for me it was a no-brainer.
Obviously we saw Kane Smith go down and stay down for a couple of minutes. I was heartened to see that he at least didn't go into the dressing rooms, which is often a bad sign for a player. But what is his situation?
He's got a knock. I felt it was a good challenge. I think this day and age, I think it's a foul, because unfortunately you can't touch anyone, and Joe Alul's made an honest challenge on him. The physio department has deemed it that he doesn't feel it is as bad as what it was. They've got to take it off him in terms of his pressure he puts on his legs for the next couple of days. We've got a week for Torquay to come to town. The beautiful thing is he was on his 10th yellow today, so he hasn't recorded that, which means he would have got a 2-game ban. So he's available potentially until I'm told otherwise, with 7 days when Torquay come to town. I think we need a rest. I think the Saturday, Tuesday, the pitch at Barnet, the pitch here today with the hill, and it turned up slightly. I think the boys need a bit of recovery time, and the beautiful thing is we can get some sessions into them now. It's been so bitty, 2 groups training and another group recovering, so it's nice to get the whole group back together.
And looking at the results today, I think Halifax have lost, but I think the teams below you have won, so really key that you've won, and you should say up to joint third.
I think we're 5 points from 7th. I think they're on 55 points, being Solihull.
And Barrow have lost as well.
Yep, Barrow have lost. Look, we got to look up. I've got to be honest, I can't be looking over my shoulder. If we're going to be looking to get where we want to get to, I've got to worry about Harrogate, Yeovil, Halifax when they play, and Barrow. So for me, if we aim high, see where we get, and we need to continue what we're doing. The beautiful thing is we went Aldershot, we didn't deliver, we got beat, and now we're on a run of 3 games unbeaten. And I think that's a character of a side that wants to achieve something this year. Whether we get there or not is another thing, but if you go and work hard and go and apply yourself, you give yourself an outside chance.
And will that be a 1-match ban for Nathan Ashmore now, or is it 3?
2 yellow cards, 2 yellow cards and 1-match ban. Like I said, he's got to learn from that. He's been colossal. He has been absolutely colossal in our upward curve. I think that's his 8th clean sheet in the last 16, 17 games. Speaks volumes. It's so impressive. And he's going to be a miss. We've got Grant Smith. Grant Smith, I think people would have questioned Grant Smith coming in the building. I think it's unbelievable business. And now he has an opportunity. What that looks like come Torquay, he needs to make sure that he comes in and fills the boots of Ashmore, like I know he will. The boys know how good quality he is. When we train, the boys are in awe with regards to the saves they both make. So for me, I'm looking forward to seeing how he's progressed, been 18 months away from the football club.
And just a word on the Torquay game next week. As you say, it's 7 days now to get the squad fully fit. Can you see at this point any changes against the mid-table team?
Yeah, listen, I got to assess what Torquay are about. I'll go to work on Monday. I've got a nice day off tomorrow with my family. I won't have to do all the work that I did for Barnet and Aldershot on the Sunday, Monday. So I've got to look at how Torquay set up. We owe them. We owe Torquay. Why? Because they've done us on the first day of the season. They've done us in the FA Cup. So I don't want to be done 3 times over. I don't want that against my name. So we need to make sure that we're right on it. We need to apply ourselves, and we'll find weaknesses and strengths that every team have in the National League, and we need to make sure that we hone in on that and isolate their weaknesses and really, really nullify their strengths. And that's something that I'll be doing with the management team come Monday, Tuesday.